once we go live. I'll share it out. Hey, Gail, welcome in.
Different Gail?
No, you.
Me?
Talking to you.
Hello.
We're live. We're live, officially live.
Hi, guys. Thank you to you guys watching this in the replay. We appreciate you.
Well, wait. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Rudy.
We'll wait for a couple of people. Hey, Rudy, welcome in. Glad you could make it.
And I should be going live on my channel.
Yeah, you are. We both are.
It shows me live.
So that's a good thing, right?
Yep, that's good. That's good. I'm sharing
yes,
yours.
Absolutely.
I'm sharing yours and mine. So, Rudy, do you know how to share on your community tab?
Yep.
If you know
I'm gonna share out to you as well.
Let's see. Oh.
I'm sending you the message, so just ignore it. I'm just sharing it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, Heather. Hello. Welcome in.
Hi, Heather. Hello.
I got to go over to you and share out.
Yeah, I shared yours, and then I'm going to share mine too. Okay. Here we go. There. Awesome. Okay. I double shared.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to turn my volume down, make sure I don't get any sound.
Me too. I texted you.
Heather just did her weird container growing video. Just watched that right before. Hi, Jan.
Oh, I'll have to watch it. Hey, Jan.
Yeah. I need to go do another one myself.
Welcome in.
It's going to be open for the whole summer, so you can do more than one thing. If you find another thing you want to put a weird container, like I want to go and look out in the shed and see if I can find an old basket or bucket or I have no idea what, but something.
I think some people have either left Facebook or have unfriended me.
Oh. How
I don't know why Facebook has to change the way you do things. Well, if I
don't think I would even ever know
they
if
don't have to be around.
I don't think I'd even know if someone dropped me on Facebook. Because most of the people on mine are strangers.
Well, anyway. I know how many friends I'm connected to.
And they're mostly women.
Yeah, no, these are
women and strangers.
These are former classmates and childhood friends and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to wait for a couple more people to come in.
Okay.
I want to wait. We got some good questions.
What did you guys do today, Jan, Heather, Rudy?
I have a video.
You have a video? What's your video on? What's your video?
Store to farm, store to garden.
Oh, okay.
The Blackberry Rock Homestead one. I did.
Store to garden grow. Yes.
I like you. I'm going to try and thank you, Heather. I'm going to try and make a list of those collabs too, like you did. And
yes. I wrote it down. This is my little card. And I need to go ahead and add. I think there's something I'm missing, but I have to add. I know the Budget Preppers is going to have a specific date on hers. So I'm just going to put a little magnet and put this on the refrigerator and just mark them out so I can keep track of everything. And
is that an open collab?
No, that's
Budget Preppers. Is that an open collab?
It's an invitation only collab, but I bet she'd let you in on it, or I think I can forward it to you. I have to look back at the email. If she said it's okay to forward it, I'll forward it to you. Only if you're interested. That one is dehydrating, canning. What
is it on?
Dehydrating, canning, preserving.
Oh, okay. I think I'll pass right now. I have enough going on in my life and things to do. Do you know what I mean? It can be. Yeah. I have to pick and choose. And I'd rather right now just Heather's got one. I've got one. You've got one. Joe's got one. Tammy's got one, and I'd rather do that right now than.
I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I could take one of my other videos and repost it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could do that. I've been sharing a lot of my videos over on Rumble. And
yeah.
they're doing quite well. I'm really impressed over there.
I wanted to share that biochar one over there. I thought that would be a good one to share. Hello, Troy Sutton. Welcome in.
Now, like the one video I did today isn't getting picked up too much, but you just never know.
Yeah, you never know when something.
Hey, Troy Sutton, welcome in. Yeah. So tonight we are here with Gail from Gail's Southern Living. We're going to be getting to know Gail a little bit more. Normally, Gail and I will do, and we'll get into that through the conversation tonight. So I guess I can start asking you a couple of questions since there are a few people here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Is my volume okay on my microphone? Can you hear me okay? Or should it be louder?
I can hear you. Can you guys in the chat hear her?
Okay. All right. Let's start off. Question number one, Gail. What was your motivation to start your channel at Gail's Southern Living? And what do you hope that it will bring you?
I had a work injury. I was working as a paraprofessional. I had a work injury on my neck. So I was at home and I was having trouble like turning my neck for a while because the kid pulled on my neck. And it's a lot better now. But I have, of course, now anytime you have an injury, then you later end up with arthritis in the place where you have the injury. So I needed something to do. I did want to try to gain some income. Hello, Alfonso. And I was also kind of bored. And
Alfonso,
lonely.
welcome in.
I was at home bored and lonely, trying to figure out what to do with myself. And after you spring clean the house and you do all these projects and you get done with that, you're like, okay, what now? And so anyway, I thought about it because I'd been watching those channels. I thought about it for a while. And I remember we were going to Montana right before that. And I was thinking it in my head, but I didn't tell hubby or my stepdaughters yet because I thought they would laugh at me. But when I told them, they thought it was a great idea. And they were, very supportive and helpful. So I was shocked. Hello, Ariella. Hello.
Hey, Ariella. Welcome in. I think it's really great. Just getting to know you and just what a supporter you are, so many channels. It's really been a blessing. And so I'm very thankful for you and your channels that you have. So thank you for being you, Gail.
Thank you.
My next question comes from Heather.
Uh-oh.
Heather over at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms wants to know, I know, she asked a few questions, but I've got them sprinkled through tonight, as well as Jan. So thank you, Heather and Jan, for sending me those questions. I really appreciate it. Heather wants to know, what is your favorite color? Hey,
Purple.
Suburban Hillbilly, welcome in.
Purple.
Purple. Why purple?
I don't know.
Any shade of purple or just purple?
I prefer dark purple, but I really like lavender too. But I prefer dark purple.
Okay.
And you can see my second two favorites are pink and blue. You can see the color in the background.
Okay.
Purple, pink, and blue, but mostly purple. Yeah, purple. I don't know why. I just like purple.
Awesome. You just like it. Purple. Like it. That's good to know, right, Heather? That's okay. I'm sorry that you haven't been well, Ariel. How does she say her name? Ariel?
Ariella. Yeah, I used to say Ariel, like on the Little Mermaid, but she corrected me as Ariella. Ariella. So I try to say it right now, but every once in a while I bounce back
thank
to
you.
me and say Ariel, but I mean to say Ariella. I try really hard to say it right.
Ariella. Yeah, purple is a pretty color. That was my daughter's favorite color and my mom's favorite color. Purple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mom.
So just so y'all know, likes purple. Yeah. So do you have any type of craft that you like to do, Gail? And what is that? Can you share a little bit how you got started with it?
Well, I've been making wreaths for a really long time. I really like making wreaths. I make stitch markers. I started making those. I tried crochet, but I didn't quite pick up on it. But I had a lot of crochet friends on YouTube. So I started making stitch markers, which is a lot like making jewelry. And I did some paper crafting for a while. So a lot of the stuff in my craft room involves, painting wood pieces and decorating them and wreath making and making cards and things like that. So that's what my crafts mostly consist of.
That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I know. You sound like me. You kind of like to dabble in different things.
Yeah.
Like,
I get bored.
Like I like to make the wreaths for my front door and stuff, during the holidays, because wreaths are so expensive anymore, right?
Yeah, they are.
Hey, Victoria, welcome in.
Hi, Suburban Hillbilly.
I haven't crocheted in a while. My hands.
I didn't quite pick up on it. That's right. I had a teacher that was teaching me, and I could do the one row, but it was when you're coming back to the second row, I was having trouble. Hello, Beverly Moffitt. And I was learning to make stitch markers at the same time.
Hey,
and my stepdaughter was at the house, so she worked with me 3 times because she had done jewelry before. So it's actually my stepdaughter that taught me how to use because I'd never really used tools or anything. I mean, I'm not Heather and Jan. I can't fix it.
Okay. Yeah.
I had to learn how to use those tools. And the hardest part was learning how to turn the wire over to put the different things on. So I really want to expand that in the fall from just making stitch markers to also making like earrings.
Yeah.
Like that in bracelets and other jewelry.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. I've seen your markers. I think they're very cute for the to knit and stuff. A marker. I think they're really cute.
Thank you.
All right. If you had one food that you could eat every day, what would it be?
Tacos.
No wonder we get along.
Tacos.
Yeah. I'm like pretty much anything Mexican food, right?
Yeah. Tacos, burritos.
Why tacos? Like
tostadas. I mean, I grew up in the South.
It's true, right?
We just love Mexican food.
Right.
I mean, it's just my favorite. Like taco night is that's why it's on the menu for Tuesday. Taco Tuesday is real. So sometimes we have beef tacos, turkey tacos, chicken tacos. We've even had fish tacos. So yeah, tacos.
Nice. We had tacos last night. No, wait, I had burritos last night. What am I thinking?
Yeah. Our burritos and tacos are kind of, similar. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's a taco, we still might put beans on it. Hi, Adrian.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that was the one thing when I moved from West Coast to East Coast was trying to find a decent Mexican food restaurant. That is the hardest thing. Excuse me. Hey, Adrian, welcome in. Be careful driving. Okay. Heather has another question for you. This one also came in from Heather. I better mark these off so I don't ask the same question twice.
That's what I'll do. I number mine.
Heather wants to know what is I number 2 and then crossing them off. So yeah. Heather wants to know, what is your favorite fruit and vegetable?
Fruit. I would say pineapple is my favorite fruit.
Oh, wow.
I love
Okay.
pineapple. Like in the fruit bowl, everybody picks out different things. Mine is pineapples. Oh, I love pineapples. Vegetable, I would say zucchini.
Do you have a zucchini? Do you have a favorite way you like to eat your pineapple? Do you just like to slice it up and eat it? Do you use it for cooking for anything?
I have made like a Hawaiian style pizza and put it on there, but mostly just chop it, just buy it whole, chop it up yourself into little bite-sized pieces.
Yeah.
And and just eat it right out of a bowl. That's
okay. And just eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because you like zucchini, have you ever done or canned or tried the zucchini pineapple? They say it tastes just like pineapple, but you use
that. I would love to do that. I should totally do that this summer.
You should try it.
That would be great. Hello, Glinda with
Grace and can it and see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
hey, Grace and really Fire, fun. Welcome in. Or pineapple jam, like a pineapple jam. Have you ever done that?
No,
that sounds good.
I haven't even tried to do jam. I would really love to do that. I was hoping I would get a lot of ground cherries this summer and maybe do ground cherry jelly. Maybe I can get enough.
Oh, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna skip around here, but the next question comes from Jan. Jan wants to know, what is your all-time favorite vegetable to grow?
It kind of goes along with what my favorite vegetable is. I get the most excited when I see the zucchini pop up, but I really, really like tomatoes too. But tomatoes grow so slow. I'm so impatient. They're just like,
I know. Tiny. I think that's.
Oh, hurry up. Why can't the lettuce and the tomato be ready at the same time so you could have a salad?
Right. Well, I don't know. I had tomatoes. I had bought my tomatoes because, I needed some tomatoes. And I was eating them again. And I was just like, I can't eat tomatoes. I'm starting to lose literally my taste for tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes. I think it's the store ones.
Hi, Native Wild Man. Yeah. Yeah, the store ones are terrible.
Hey, I can't Native Wild Man, welcome in.
I'm so excited to have my own tomatoes. So excited. I can't wait.
I've never had these types of melons.
Kajari melon. I've heard of them. I haven't had them. Last year, I grew some cantaloupe from Simply Jan Homestead, and they were the sweetest, tastiest cantaloupe ever. They were so good. So this year, I couldn't remember what seeds were from Jan, so I had to plant some of both so I could be sure that I got some of the ones she did. And so there should be some coming up in my wild garden. And the plant in my wild garden, I checked it today.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, they're getting so tall. They're almost as tall as my red
that's awesome.
Now. I'm excited.
I absolutely love cantaloupe. I just love cantaloupe. It's so refreshing. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go to the next one. Is there a place that you have not been that you would like to go visit? Do you have a bucket list of any sorts?
I've hit a lot of them on my list. I've already been to Tennessee. I've already been to Montana. I want to go to California and see those really super tall trees. The ones that are the bottom
the redwood forest.
Yes, I want to go there. That's on my list.
That's pretty up there. That's very pretty up there.
I've hit so many of the ones on my bucket list. I have to start adding new ones to the list because I've checked so many of them off now, which is good.
What about would you like to go anywhere like in Europe? Would you like to go to Europe anywhere?
Everybody always says they want to go to Paris. I want to go to Ireland.
Me too.
I think Ireland.
Italy and
it's
Ireland.
So pretty in the movies. it's so pretty in the movies. I'm like, oh, it looks so pretty, but it just looks beautiful.
Yeah, no, I think it's gorgeous. Maybe one day, you never know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe.
Thank you for sharing that. How long have you been married, Gail?
9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
To Taz, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, and if you don't know Taz, it's Gail's husband. He has a channel as well, Taz Adventures, and Gail shares a lot of his stuff. And we'll get to her next channel over on Broken Hearts Ministry. A lot of devotional reading and scripture reading. So you might want to go check them out over at Broken Hearts Ministry and Taz Adventures. 9 years. That's amazing. That's congratulations. Because I know that's not easy it's not. I mean, it's hard to be married.
The blended family.
It's a learning curve. But
the blended family with being around other people's children, it's really difficult. The dynamic of blending families, is difficult. If you've never been through it, you don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, blending families is very difficult. Staying together, same husband, same children, that is so much easier than blending these families. It gets messy and dirty, but we got through it. They're grown and they're graduated, so
yeah. Right.
Australia would be
good.
really cool.
That's always good.
Australia would be really cool to visit.
Hey, can we just? It would be, yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Just too many weird bugs there. Just a lot of bugs. I don't know.
Oh,
so can we just pause really quick? If you're watching on Gail's channel, if you're watching on Gail's Southern Living, can you give a thumbs up? Maybe share it out if possible. And if you're on my channel, can you give it a thumbs up and share it out as well? That would be wonderful, guys. Thank you so much for doing that.
And if you're on,
let me see.
Drop the word dolphin.
And if you have a question for, so say that one more time, Gail.
Oh, I said if you drop the word dolphin in the chat, if you're in my chat, it'll drop your link. I was just reminding him of that.
Yeah. I have not set up the night bot on my channel. I haven't done it. Because I don't think I have any mods in my chat right now that will put up links.
Yeah, anyone who's in
everybody
chat,
seems to be a mod.
Welcome to put in links to anyone's channel.
Feel free to put up links. Yeah. All right, let's go back to Jan has another question. Jan wants to know if there has been what's the funnest collab that you've ever done? Ooh, Jan, you're making her think.
Jan, you got me there. There's always somebody. Well,
did I say that or night butt? Oh, yeah.
Funny, but I want to say Jan did a Christmas singing collab. That was kind of fun, just hearing people sing. I think it was Jan who did it. Did you do a singing collab? It's hard to remember. I've done so many collabs
right now.
Mostly I learned things from collabs, but seemed like there was a singing collab. That was kind of fun. Just,
That does sound like fun.
We need something different.
You did, Jan.
Did.
Absolutely.
You did. I was not prepared with an answer for that.
That was a good question, Jan, too. Thank you so much for submitting that one over. I appreciate that. We have a couple more questions. Let's see. Oh, Heather wants to know, what is your favorite music?
I most commonly listen to Christian music. But sometimes when I'm in the car traveling, well, if I'm traveling local, we only have one station that comes in our little town, and it's country. And I do like country, but I can't listen to too much of it because
Sure.
it kind of gets me in a low mood. But when I was traveling to go do ministry, I kind of just kept, hitting that scan button to find something familiar. And I was like, am I ever going to find a good song? But finally I did toward the end find like a few really good songs. And that's what I did the whole way there. And the whole way back is scan for,
so
but I listened to a lot of 80s. So Christian, country, 80s. That's probably the most common.
Okay. Sounds good. Simply Jam said, no, she did not do a singing collab.
Oh, yeah. That might have been
but I'm going to put this question up from Native Wild Man. And excuse me, what? I'll be right back real quick, okay? Do you have a favorite tea?
I mostly just like plain regular tea, like Lipton. But occasionally I will drink like a peach tea. I like peach tea. But mostly I just drink plain tea. I'm kind of plain. But I have tried some good ones. Country classic. There's some in Abilene, but not in our town. Our town is a mix of contemporary and old and modern country. It's a little mixture of both. Hello, Kathleen.
Sorry. Kathleen, how are you? It's been such a long time. It's good to see you here. Hope you're feeling better.
Was question while you were off.
No, I heard you. I was right there. I heard you. I had my dinner going in the air fryer.
Oh.
And if I leave it in there, especially with it being chicken, it will continue to cook. And I didn't want it to continue to cook, so I had to pull it out really quick. So I do apologize for that.
I understand. I'm making a video right after this of some fish. So, yeah.
Alfonso has a question. Is there classic country stations in your area? If so, what station is it?
The one here is like 96.5, and it's a mixture of modern and classic. It's a little bit of both. Hello, Dana B.
I like the classic country.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana, welcome in. Okay, those are good questions, guys. Keep them coming. Let's see. Oh, this question. Have you always lived in Texas?
No. I moved from Texas to Rhode Island. And I lived in Rhode Island for about 5.5 years, moved from Rhode Island to Oklahoma City and lived there about another 5.5 years. And I worked at a mortgage company when I was there. And then I moved back to Texas in 2001. So I was away from Texas.
Wow, okay.
I was away from Texas about 11 years.
Oh, wow. Did you like living up north?
I did. I did like it. I had really never been anywhere in my whole entire life. I was this little country bumpkin. I had my pillow and my little cowboy boots and my little, what do you call them? The little cowboy looking jeans with the little boots, and I just look like a little country bumpkin. And I'm sure that's why so many people approached me in the Port Authority bus station, because I look like this little innocent, sweet country girl who was afraid of everything, and I was. But let me tell you, Rhode Island put a little of that kind of toughness in me a little bit, because They're a little bit tougher over there,
Okay.
and very competitive. So I would say Rhode Island
Interesting.
changed me a little because I was really young, and so
Okay.
people were totally different there. But it was such a different change. Getting off the bus, they had to come pick me up in New Hampshire because they were going to leave me there overnight, and I was like, I'm not going to live overnight. I can't even go to the bathroom. The very first thing I did when I got on in the bus was go to the bathroom because I was terrified because I was watching. I don't know what the version of NCIS was back then, or maybe it was NCIS back then, but I was terrified to go to the bathroom because I had seen so many things of what happened in the bathroom at these bus stations, and I was terrified. I did not want to go to that bathroom.
I don't blame you, Gail. I don't blame you one bit.
This was before Taz. I was
Jill, welcome in.
Previously to a military person who was from Rhode Island, met in Texas and moved to Rhode Island.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the question, Joe.
Not Taz related.
No. Well, so let's move on to the next question of Taz. How did you meet Taz?
Online, on the computer. I was
like a dating site.
Like a dating site. I know that's probably not what you expected, but
No.
I wasn't about to go meet someone in a bar. Not that I'd never been to a bar. I'm not going to say that. But I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to go that route. So
but you kind of get to an age. You get to a certain age and you're just like, I don't want to, that's not my scene anymore either, you know?
So just online, just kind of talking back and forth, and then talked on the phone for about a month before we went out on a date. And then we were in 2 different cities. So he would come up there, and then later on in the relationship, I would come over here too, and we did that for a while, the back and forth. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't.
You know what, Alfonso, to your question, I would say you need to use caution. And if you plan on meeting somebody, never go by yourself. Always have somebody as a backup with you for whatever reason.
Since you're a guy, I would say take your
So
brother.
Heather has another question.
I have not played an instrument before. My only instrument I've ever had is my voice. So I was in choir school, and I've done solos at church. So just my voice.
So here's another question from Jan. What is your favorite place that you have visited?
Mystic, Connecticut.
Before we go,
Match.com.
Joe met his wife on Match.com.
It was called like something really stupid, like date hookup or date something. It was called something really stupid. But anyway. And Alfonso, always meet him in a public.
I know. I had a friend.
Address, whatever you do, don't give them
always.
And talk to them on the phone first, because if their voice sounds weird, then they're probably weird. Oh, iris. Iris is my favorite flower.
Okay. I have a bunch of them that grow right out by my mailbox.
I love irises. I wish I could get some to grow. Yeah. Well, with dating sites, talk on the phone first. Make sure they're not a weirdo. They sound weird on the phone. They are weird.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just had
No, I didn't have to learn.
I had an important message just come through right now, guys. I apologize. Huh. Interesting. Our irises, they'll be blooming. They don't bloom until summertime here, Kathleen. Well, what happened, because we live on a dirt gravel road here, Kathleen, the county comes in. They own like 6 feet, from the road into your property. And when they come and fix the road and put new gravel down, they take a chunk out of the front of our property, which is theirs really. They cut into all of our irises out there and exposed all the bulbs. And so I'm not sure when they'll be coming in this year. Look at what Jan said.
At a pub.
I met this guy in a pub and we're still together.
Yeah.
I met my husband in the same apartment building. Yep. My husband and I, well, I met his roommate first, but we lived in the same apartment building. He lived on one side, I lived on the other, lived with his buddies. And that's how we met. And 35 years later, we're still together.
Yeah.
So that's funny. Okay. Was there someone else? That's funny, Jan. Yeah. Did I ask you what your favorite place to visit is?
New Hampshire. I mean, no, I said you
said Connecticut?
Connecticut, Mystic, Connecticut.
Does anybody have any other questions for Gail right now? So Gail, what is your one favorite thing? So let me ask you this. Do you prefer cooking or baking?
Baking. But cooking is just something you have to do.
Baking?
Yeah, making. Yeah.
I know, but baking is so precise. You have to be so precise with measurements, where cooking, you can just kind of
improvise through this
experiment with flavors.
What is
do you have a did you see that? We'll get to Jan's question, but what is your favorite thing to bake? Please don't say carrot cake.
Muffins, cookies, mostly cookies and muffins. Yeah, that's probably my favorite stuff.
Okay.
Purple. Okay. Purple.
Oh, yeah. Jan, we answered that question. She likes purple as her favorite color. Grace and Fire one. Oh. Do you like being at the beach or in the woods?
I love the beach. I love the beach. Well, I lived in Rhode Island and I had a friend, Kim, there. And we used to go out on the beach and lay on those really big rocks, and we'd bring our little boom box and we just lay out on the rocks in our swimsuit, listen to the music and listen to the waves crashing on the rocks. It was just the most awesome, relaxing. Yeah, I love the beach.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. We went up to New England one year. My husband and I did for like a week. It was so beautiful up there. So much fun. Okay, there was another question. I think Heather.
There's a whole line of them.
Heather, where are you?
I was looking.
I know. I'm trying to get to them. Y'all going faster. Hang on. Okay, here's Heather's.
Oh, what
animals? Let me take that one down. Heather's is here.
So when I grew up, my parents had chickens. We also lived in the country for a little while, and we had pigs. Pigs and chickens were the most common. I've never been around goats or cows.
Nice.
Nothing like that.
Goats are really sweet. They're really sweet. See, yeah. Okay, let me see. Is there another? Here we go.
Heels or sneakers?
Heels or sneakers? That's an easy one.
Sneakers or sandals or flip-flops?
Sneakers. Yes. Flip-flops, right? Yeah, Jan, she said that she likes to read that. I think you were probably getting supper ready. Here, come on.
Favorite fish
Guys,
to
if
eat?
for some reason you accidentally get blocked or something, I apologize ahead of time. I'm trying to pull up all these questions and I'm getting too close to the dots on the side. So I'm sorry.
I
Yeah,
like
what's your favorite fish to eat?
If I would say fancy fish to eat like in a restaurant, I would say mahi mahi. If I were going to buy a fancy fish, I would say cod. But just regular fish that you catch every day, I probably could prefer catfish over, because here we mostly get catfish, bass, or crappie.
Okay.
Catfish is my favorite out of the three.
Gotcha. Hola, Maritza Yarns and Craft. Welcome in. Does anybody have any other questions for Gail here? Because we're going to move on from that, and I want to talk about something else for the next few minutes.
Hi, Bella's Whisper.
Bella's Whisper Farm. Welcome in. Listen. Yep. So Gail's Southern Living is not your only channel that you have on YouTube. You also have another channel called Gail's Broken Heart. Is that correct?
Broken Hearts Ministry, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Broken Hearts Ministry. Is that correct? Did I just say Gail's Broken Heart?
Yeah. I was like,
it's Broken Hearts Ministry.
Broken
Can one of the mods up there go get Gail Broken Heart Ministry and put it up in the comment section, please? That would be great. See, I accidentally maybe hid somebody's comment, so I do apologize if that was not intended. Before we go on to Broken Heart Ministries, do you have a favorite bird?
Bird. I mean, I guess I would say I get the most excited just when I see a pretty bird, like a red bird or something that kind of stands out. But I do like to watch hummingbirds.
Hummingbird, very cool. I don't see a lot of them around my area. Thank you, Heather, very much. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can do this without. No, see. Joe from Grow Big TV says, Gail, when was the moment you said to yourself, I'm going to marry that man someday?
He just is a very kind, selfless type person. And those are traits that I find honorable. And I want to be more like that, and I try to be like that, so I guess just the fact that he's sweet and selfless, that's just one of the things I admire about him. So yeah, just looking for somebody I thought was a good person, and I had been in very unlucky in love, let's say, very unlucky in love. So yeah.
That's it is. It's a blessing, right? When that happens.
Jane, no.
Wicker
right.
Our project Off Grid wants to know if you'd ever want to learn.
No.
No, neither one. You wouldn't want to know how to sail or fly a plane?
No, I like riding on boats. I like riding on motorcycles. I don't want to own a motorcycle, but I'll ride on one. Or like a Ski-Doo. I'd never rode a Ski-Doo until we went and visited my brother-in-law, and he took me for a ride with it. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I'm
out on the water. Is that what you're talking? Like a Sea-Doo out on the water?
Yes. Sea-Doo.
Oh, okay. Heather wants to know if you do like to go kayaking.
Hubby has a kayak, but no, not me. I like to ride in the boat. I don't want to drive.
Yeah, I like
in the boat.
I like to be out on the boat too. It's okay. It's okay. My son's dog's next to me, and I moved, and he got all freaked out. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
Fish just in a regular lake.
There you go. Drive a car, ride a horse.
I mean, I could drive a car any day. So yeah, a ride on a horse would be fun. I've ridden horses. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would choose the horse.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Just because I can ride in a car anytime.
Oh, so basically,
Skidoo. Yeah.
A ski is it's a sea-doo. It's a motorcraft. It's a water. Think of a water sea-doo on the water. It's like a jet ski in a sense.
I actually had a job where I helped take care of horses. So I actually have some experience, a little bit of experience watching horses being broken, feeding the horses. Like I wasn't like the main person. I just helped. But yeah, I actually assisted with the horses. Mm-hmm. And the last horse I rode was named Peanut. That was the name of the horse I rode last.
Peanut?
City folks, I live in the city, Alfonso.
A horse is, yeah.
Alfonso, I live in a city.
What did he say?
He said, how do you get along with city folks? I live in the city.
I'll tell you, Alfonso, the truth. I'm tired of the city people moving into my area over here because they're rude and disrespectful, and they drive like it's the city, and it's not. We have a lot of farms out here. We have back roads that you got to be more respectful of the country living.
Yeah.
Because they come to the country and they bring all their same ideology and just ruin the country. How's that sound? And I won't say any more on that.
Shows to watch is
let's get back to Gail.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was asking me the question or you the question. Travel
I don't know.
to live in a very low populated.
I want
to travel and live in a very low populated island for 2 weeks or spend 1 week in Alaska in a cabin in midwinter. I would say the island. Island. I would rather be warm on a beach than cold. Yeah, and cooped up in a cabin. I'd rather be outside on the beach with the sand on my feet. Good question. Good questions.
Alfonso said he was thinking the city is like LA, Denver, New York.
Oh, yeah, no, too big for me. Like,
I gotta tell you.
Go ahead.
No. Oh, I was just you guys were talking about islands and that, and
yeah,
I love both. It would be really hard for me to choose, to be honest with you, because
I could do the week in the cabin too.
I don't know. I'll take them both.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take them both, but
I prefer the island, but
if you're asking me right now, I'd probably go with island.
Yeah, the beach. Yeah, it's a small town. No, I could not live in like New York or Chicago. No, that's not happening. Like now that I live in a town of 5,000
maybe
people,
when I was younger, I could have done that.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Like I used to live in Oklahoma City. We're huge, but that was a long time ago, and I couldn't live there now. Like I don't think I would like to live there now. And when I go back and visit my mom's town of about 120,000, it just seems very big now. And the stores are just huge now to me, after living in a city of about 5,000 people. Going back to Abilene's like going to the big city, Isn't
that interesting the way that it is interesting how that changes your outlook on things. Like Saturday, my husband and I took off and did a few errands, and I was like, there's too many people around. I couldn't get out over how crowded it was. And we were maybe 15 minutes east of where I live. And it's just, it's where everything is. You go to everything over there. And I was like, can I just get home, please?
Probably Europe.
Western Europe.
I'd say Europe on that one.
So I want to move on really quick because we're running low on time. We only have a few minutes left. Gail, so as I was talking about, Gail has another channel. If you're not familiar with it, it's called Broken Hearts Ministry. And Gail, do you want to talk a little bit about that at all?
Broken Hearts Ministry. I started that channel almost a year ago, trying to monetize that channel for the homeless ministry my mom and I have been doing, which we've dedicated to my older sister Gretchen, who passed away, who had been homeless for approximately a year. We don't know for sure. Like, we talked to her last boyfriend, Willie, and he made it sound like about a year. So, so I started that channel just to be able to monetize it, to raise money for the ministry. All the money for the ministry before I started the channel was all put in by me. Now I've got people from church and YouTube and, everywhere. I got lots of donations coming in. So it's really awesome. Just got through organizing the ministry closet within my craft room, and it's so easy just to do everything in there now because everything has its own place. It's all labeled so you can tell what you need and what you have. So I love it. That was very much time worth.
Yeah. If somebody wants to donate to you, I'm going to put your email up there. So if you have any questions about that ministry she does, you can email Gail. It's gailssouthernliving@yahoo.com. I know you do donations. How do you receive donations?
PayPal, P.O. Box mail. I have an Amazon wish list as well. That's
okay.
mostly.
And if they email you, would they be able to get that information, or is it on the on your channel?
It is in the description.
So email Gail if you're in.
All of the videos is the mailing address and the PayPal. So just if you're PayPaling, just ministry on there, so I know it's for ministry. And hello, Robin.
And if you want to go see the things that Gail gets, she does videos when she receives donations. And she just recently showed how she purchased like a bunch of mini Bibles to hand out to the homeless in your area.
Yeah. Our Dollar Tree is actually empty. They have no mini Bibles anymore. I purchased all of them.
Okay.
Hoping they'll get some more in.
Well, just if you guys ever, I'm sure they will. They're going to get hard to find though. So we have about 4 minutes left. Any last questions for Gail? Anything else you want to know about Gail? Gail, how long have you been gardening?
I started in 2005 with gardening. That was the first garden I had.
Okay. I guess you also do
off and on. I may have not.
Thanks, Heather, for being here.
I may have not done a year or two in there, depending on where I was living at the time. But yeah, since 2005. But I didn't really kick it up, the learning part of it all, until I hit
Okay.
YouTube and started talking to all these awesome gardeners.
Bella
Sure.
Whispers from, can we send in Bible donations?
Yes. Either actual Bibles or money to buy Bibles. They have plenty of the regular size Bibles at the Dollar Tree. They just don't have the little ones anymore. And it depends on if we're going to the Salvation Army or to the street people as to what size Bible we give them, depending on the size. But this next time we're going to the Salvation Army, so that's why we wanted mini Bibles.
Those mini ones, like they're probably no bigger than like a phone.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit bigger.
Those little New Testaments that they hand out in the vacation Bible schools to the kids, that size is what we give. That's what we give when we go to the big group. And when we go to the smaller group, we hand out regular size Bibles. So my church actually has a table set up now where they just drop off bags of donations there now. So it's pretty cool. Oh, thank you, Ariella.
Awesome. And thank you, Ariella. Yes, there you go. There's her PayPal if you want to donate. Gail, you want to type in your P.O. box for people and they can mail it, and I'll pin it up here?
Sure. Is that your clock?
Mine? You can hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was like a doorbell, and then I thought, well, maybe it's a phone thing. And then I was like, no, that's a clock.
It's a clock. I want to get one of those clocks. A couple of my Amish friends have them, and when it chimes, it actually plays a hymn. It's a hymn. I want to get one of those clocks.
Yeah, it's a cool clock. We have a church around here that does that. They have it plays something really cool.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah. Hey, Jan. Who do you love, Jan? I love you, she says. She's so sweet. She's such a crack up. She cracks me up.
Oh, yeah. Jan's funny. Hello, Lisa's Corner. Welcome in.
She's a crack up. Yeah.
Jan is funny. Jan is so funny. I get to actually see Jan on May 8th through the 12th or 3rd. Yeah, I think it's May 8th through the 12th. I'll be in Missouri at the Ozark meetup. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to be homeless and blind. That would be difficult. I have seen some homeless people that have broken wheelchairs. Now, how hard is that? Where you can only, when you see them, you could only do so much for them. You know what I mean? You can't go out and buy them a brand new wheelchair. You want to. A lot of them try to ask us for rides places, but we don't give rides.
So Alfonso wants to know about audiobooks. I have the Bible in audio format. How would they be able to listen to it is my question.
Yeah. They didn't have to have a phone. But if they have a phone, they could just pull up YouTube, and they could just pull up literature and more with Kathleen and listen to her read the Bible. She has a really good Bible reading voice. That's what I do.
She does.
If I don't feel like pulling out my Bible that day, I just put on one of Kathleen's videos of her reading the Bible, and she has a really good reading voice. So I just listen to her. That's who I listen to because it helps her, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I was.
Yeah. Look at Gail. Gail, we love you. You're such a sweet soul.
I try. I mean, I hope I just am, but I just try to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was telling Jan we love you.
We love Jan.
I was really talking to Jan, not Gail. Sorry. I love you too, Gail.
Heading over to Goat Days. Okay, awesome.
Hey, Jan, we appreciate you being there. Thank you, Jan. We love you. Have a blessed evening.
Guess that's why I'm missing Goat Days, because they're on the same day as my live. So this is my normal live day. Next week on my live, I will have on Butler Family Farm. That's my guest. And then after that, the very next week after that, I'm going to do an open panel chat. So if you're interested in joining the open panel chat, send me an email and I will send you a link to that. Oh, it's fine, Tammy. Bye, Jan.
Hey, Tammy from Mountain Grammar. No, you're fine. We're probably gonna get ready to wrap up here. I know dinner needs to be cooked. I need to finish cooking mine. My husband needs to eat. Gail probably has to start her supper too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a cooking video for my fish. I have my counter all set up to make my fish recipe. I did that right before. That's why
okay. We did it.
That's why I wasn't very early, because I was setting up my video to come right after this. I was getting ready. I was prepping.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I had fun getting to know Gail more. I hope you did too, everybody. Just really, really great. Get to know her a little bit better, who she is, what she likes, what she doesn't like. Oh, Tammy, that's okay if you missed part of it. We appreciate you if you go back and rewatch it. It's all good. So anybody have one last question for Gail before we say goodnight? Otherwise, we appreciate each and every one that came in. Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you who shared it out. Thank you to those who submitted questions in. It was really great questions. I really appreciate that.
You're going to watch the replay. Go watch her replay. She could use the hours.
Who, me?
Thank you.
See?
Yeah, you.
Thank you. No, I've not had that happen.
1 year, 5-year goal. What is your 1 year and 5-year goal? Well, YouTube goals.
Have a good evening, Bella's Farmstead.
I want to reach 3K on this channel, and I want to monetize the other channel for the ministry. But other than that, I don't have goals too far ahead of time. Just to be a better gardener. That's my main goal. Just to learn things and be better. Be better, do better. Be the best possible me I can be.
That's one of the things I always go to that scripture. And I think it's good that you can plan things, you can make goals. And I think those are really good. But I always go back to the scripture about man, help me out because I'm going to say it wrong. Man plans his ways, but God directs his steps or something like that, right?
Yeah. I thought you were going to say the one about...
I always think about that.
I thought you were going to say the one about don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself or something like that. I thought you were going to say something like that.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about tomorrow, for today has its own. Yeah. I think that just comes with maturity in your walk with Christ and the things that you go through. You take one day at a time, right? And you appreciate. You just appreciate that.
Other than gardening,
being there in the moment and try to be there in the moment, right?
Eat healthy is another goal I have. Just trying to eat healthier is another goal I have. Just eat healthier, walk, start
Yes.
walking with hubby again outside at night now that it's getting nice out. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's great. I try to do at least a mile every day. That's what I do just in my home and out to my garden. Those are my goals. And when I go over that, then I'm very thankful. So, but Gail, I want to thank you for taking the time to spend with me this evening. It was a lot of fun getting to know you. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, everybody.
Thank you for the
absolutely. Broken Hearts Ministry and myself will be live tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern time. We'll have a special guest on Blue Self-Reliance. Blue comes from us from the UK, so she will be joining us tomorrow as well. And we'll get to know some things that are going on over in the UK and see how different it could be from there to here on the stateside. So join us at 2:30 tomorrow. And until then, be blessed, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks again, everybody. Good night.
Bye, guys. Thank you for coming.